Hello everyone, welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack UPSC CSE. In our crash course, Inspire targeted for Prelims 2021, we will study today Interstate Relations. Yes, India's largest learning platform, Unacademy, will provide you unlimited live and recorded classes along with daily live classes, structured courses, unlimited mock tests, which will help you to evaluate yourself during the preparation. We 100 plus top educators will guide you and will help you throughout the preparation. So, download Unacademy Learning app today and start your preparation. It's me, Rushikesh Inamdar, having experience around 8 years in the field of guiding for UPSC aspirants. You can follow me on Unacademy and you can join our Telegram group using this link. Yes, those aspirants wants to start their preparation with any particular subject. So we have 15,000 plus courses available on our platform where you have ample of options to choose any subjects. For example, polity, governance and international relations, history, Indian economy, geography, science and technology, environment and ecology, and many more. Yes, even you can start your preparation with optional as well, along with general studies. Yes, we have plus and iconic subscriptions where you can use referral code RBI Live to get 10% discount. Yes. So do not forget to apply referral code RBI Live to get 10% discount in this month. Yes, these are the batches. Yes, recently started. So you can join the courses and these are the combo options available. Yes, again you can use code RBL Live to get 10% discount in your subscription. Yes, friends, you can attend my special classes on Unacademy app. So we have today 9 o'clock special class and now we are studying constitutional bodies in special classes. So please attend these special classes through Unacademy app. Now we'll start today's our topic, interstate relations. Yes friends, yes Aman, right. So if we are talking about our federal structure or system, so there should be a cooperation between center and state, right? So our constitution makes the provisions in this regard to interstate committee, right? So if we are talking about center state relations, then there should be a cooperation and harmonious relations between center and state to maintain the federal system, to maintain the functioning of federal system in our country. So these provisions like adjudication of interstate water disputes, coordination through interstate councils, mutual recognition of public acts, records and judicial proceedings, freedom of interstate trade, commerce, and intercourse. In addition to zonal councils have been established by the parliament to promote interstate cooperation and coordination. Yes, so in this interstate relations, we'll study these types of councils as well. So here, just remember there are few provisions in regard with the interstate relations, which is adjudication of interstate water disputes, which means, for example, a river A flowing through 2 or 3 states like X, Y, and Z. Then, to settle down their disputes, we have authorities or bodies, they will settle down their disputes between the states. Then, coordination through interstate councils, mutual recognition of public acts, records, and judicial proceedings. Yes, again, these provisions are promoting freedom to interstate trade and commerce as well. And along with that, the zonal councils. Yes, zonal councils have been established by Parliament to promote interstate cooperation and coordination. Yes. Now, first we'll see interstate water disputes. Yes, friends. So, Article 262 of the Constitution provides for the adjudication of interstate water disputes. So, it makes 2 provisions like Parliament may by law provide for the adjudication of any dispute or complaint with respect to the use, distribution, and control of waters of interstate river and river valley. Yes. So there are 2 provisions under this article like Parliament may by law provide the adjudication of any dispute or complaint with respect to the state or complaint with respect to the use, distribution, and control of waters of any interstate river and river valley. Yes, then Parliament may also provide that neither the Supreme Court nor any other courts is to exercise jurisdiction in respect of any such a dispute or complaint. Yes, so this is an important provision to be remembered that Parliament may also provide that neither the Supreme Court or any other courts is to exercise jurisdiction in respect of any such dispute or complaint. Yes, next. So under the provision, the Parliament has enacted 2 laws. That is the River Boards Act 1956 and the Interstate Water Disputes Act 1956. Yes, so there are 2 laws, that is the River Boards Act 1956 and the Interstate Water Disputes Act 1956. Now we'll see. The River Boards Act provides for the establishment of river boards for regulation and development of interstate river and river valleys. A river board is established by the central government on the request of the state governments concerned to advise them. So this board or the River Boards Act provides for establishment of river boards. So such boards will regulate or for the regulation and development of interstate river and river valley, and the board is established by the central government to on the request of the state governments consent to the advise them. Yes, right. So the Interstate Water Disputes Act empowers the central government to set up an ad hoc tribunal for the adjudication of a dispute between two or more states in relation to the waters of an interstate river or river valley. Yes. So, the Interstate Water Disputes Act empowers the central government to set up an ad hoc tribunal for the adjudication of a dispute between two or more states in relation to the waters of an interstate river or river valley. Yes, just give me a moment. Yes. So, in this, the Interstate Water Dispute Act, that is second law, empowers the central government to set up an ad hoc tribunal for the jurisdiction of a dispute between two or more states in relation to the waters of an interstate river or river valley. Yes, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment, friends. Yes. Yes. Right. So, after the second law, so the parliament enacted two laws related with this in 1956, that is the River Boards Act 1956 and the Interstate Water Disputes Act 1956. Same. So, in first law, that is the River Boards Act provides for the establishment of river boards to regulate or regulation and development of interstate river and river valleys, and Interstate Water Disputes Act empowers the central government to set up an ad hoc tribunal for the adjudication of a dispute between two or more states in relation to the water of an interstate river or river valley. So, in this act, or this act empowers our parliament to set up any tribunal to settle down issue between two or more states. Yes, सो डियर फ्रेंड्स, कुछ लोग डाउट्स पूछ रहे हैं यूपीएससी के फॉर्म्स के रिगार्डिंग. तो एज पर द नोटिफिकेशन फ्रॉम यूपीएससी, ड्यू टू कुछ कोर्ट केसेस के चलते अभी ये पेंडिंग में है, तो जल्द ही नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा प्रीलिम्स के लिए. सो आप मीनवाइल यूपीएससी की वेबसाइट चेक कर सकते हैं, वहां पे वो अपडेट करेंगे. सो जल्द ही नोटिफिकेशन आ जाएगा. यस, सो प्लीज keep checking the website of UPSC. Yes, friends. Now, come to the point. The decision of the tribunal would be final and binding on the parties to the dispute. So, under the Act, Interstate Water Dispute, this ad hoc tribunal set up by the Parliament, and the decision made by this tribunal would be final and binding to the parties to the dispute, that is parties involved in that disputes, that is the states, one or more states. Yes, and if such cases, if those parties are not satisfied, or which means these parties and states neither move to the Supreme Court or any other court against this decision by the tribunal, which means neither the Supreme Court nor any other court is to have jurisdiction in respect of any water dispute which may be referred to such a tribunal under this act. Yes. Now, the need for an extrajudicial machinery to settle interstate water disputes is as follows. So, the Supreme Court would indeed have jurisdiction to decide any dispute between states in connection with water supplies if legal rights or interests are concerned, but the experience of most countries has shown that rules of law based upon the analogy of private property interest in water do not afford a satisfactory basis for settling disputes between the states where the interests of the public at large in the proper use of water supplies are involved. So far, in 2019, the central government has set up 9 interstate water dispute tribunals. So, till 2019, a central government has set up 9 interstate water dispute tribunals. Yes. Now, we'll see these tribunals like interstate water dispute tribunals. First, in 1969, central government appointed tribunal which is known as Krishna Water Dispute Tribunal 1, where the disputes between Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, the water disputes between these states is under this tribunal. After that, in 1969, central government established Godavari Water Dispute Tribunal, where Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha, these are the states involved in this dispute. After that, in again 1969, third tribunal was set up, Narmada Water Disputes Tribunal, where Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra, these are the states involved in dispute. In 1986, Ravi and BS Water Disputes Tribunal was set up by central government where Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan, these states are involved. So there are till 2019 there are 9 interstate water dispute tribunals were set up by central government. Then in 1990 Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal was set up by the central government, which where Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry was involved. After that, Krishna Water Dispute Tribunal 2 was set up in 2004, where Maharashtra, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh, these states involved in this dispute. In 2010, there were Vasundhara Water Dispute Tribunal was set up, where Odisha, Andhra Pradesh are the states involved in this dispute. After that, in 2010, Mahadayi Water Dispute Tribunal was established by central government, where Goa, Karnataka and Maharashtra was involved or was parties in this dispute. And ninth one, Mahanadi Water Disputes Tribunal was set up in 2018, where Odisha and Chhattisgarh were involved in this dispute. So there are these 9 interstate water dispute tribunals were set up by the central government. Yes. Now, these are the 9 tribunals, interstate water dispute tribunals set up by the central government. Now, we'll see interstate councils. Yes. So, the Article 263 of Indian Constitution. Yes, Article 263 of Indian Constitution contemplates the establishment of an interstate councils or interstate council to effective coordination between the states and between the states between center and the states. So interstate councils will work for the coordination between the states, one or more states, and also between center and the state. Yes. Now, even though the president is empowered to define the duties of interstate council under Article 263. Yes. So, the president is empowered to define the duties of an interstate council. Article 263 specifies the duties that can be assigned to in following manner, like. So basically interstate council is a body which will work to settle down issues between two states or between the center and states, right? So they are promoting coordination between the states and between center and states. Now, so Article 263 specify the duties that can be assigned to it, right? So inquiring into and advising upon disputes which may arise in between states, the council has power to inquiring into and advise upon the disputes which may arise between states. After that, investigating and discussing subjects in which the states or the center and the states have a common interest, right? Then making recommendations upon any such subject, and particularly for the better coordination of policy and action on it. Yes. Then the council's function to inquire and advise upon interstate disputes is complementary to the Supreme Court's jurisdiction under Article 131 to decide a legal controversy between the governments, and the council can deal with any controversy, whether legal or non-legal, but its function is advisory, unlike that of the court which gives a binding decision. Yes, right. So it's all about interstate councils. Now we'll see the provisions related with this Article 263. So the above provisions of Article 263, the President has established the following councils to make recommendations for the better coordination of policy and action in the related subjects: Central Council of Health and Family Welfare, Central Council of Local Government. So basically it was originally known as the Central Council of Local Self-Government, 1954. Yes. Then four regional councils for sales tax for the northern, eastern, western and southern zone. So the Central Council of Indian Medicine and the Central Council of Homeopathy were set up under the Acts of Parliament. Yes, right. Yes, friends. Now, just have a look up, that is the Interstate Council under Article 263, where this council will to work to coordinate between states or between center and states. Yes. So the president is empowered to define the duties of an interstate council, and Article 263 discussed about the duties of the interstate council, like inquiring into and advising upon disputes between states, investigating and discussing subjects in which states or the center and the states have a common interest, making recommendations upon any such subject, and particularly for the better coordination of policy and action on it. So, the Council's function to inquire and devise upon interstate disputes is complementary to the Supreme Court's jurisdiction under Article 131 to decide a legal controversy between the governments. So basically, the Council's function to inquire and advise upon the interstate disputes is complementary to the Supreme Court jurisdiction under Article 131, and to decide a legal controversy between the governments. So the council can deal with any controversy, whether legal or non-legal, but its function is advisory, unlike that of the court, which gives a binding decision. Yes. So, along with these provisions of Article 263, the President has established few another councils to make recommendations for the better coordination of policy and action in the related subjects like Central Council of Health and Family Welfare, Central Council of Local Government. This council earlier known as Central Council of Local Self-Government in 1954. Then third one, four regional councils for sales tax for the northern, eastern, western and southern zone. So regional councils sales tax for the northern, eastern, sorry, western and southern zones. Yes, these are the four regional councils for sales tax. Then the Central Council of Indian Medicine and the Central Council of Homeopathy were set up under the Acts of Parliament. Yes. Now, we'll see the establishment of Interstate Council. So, as we have studied in previous lectures related commissions, okay, so we have studied Sarkaria Commission as well. So, the Sarkaria Commission on Interstate Relations was established in 1983 and they submitted its report in 1988. So, made a strong case for the establishment of a permanent interstate council under Article 263 of the Constitution. So, Sarkaria Commission talked about this interstate council in its report. Yes. So, it recommended that in order to differentiate the interstate council from other bodies established under the same Article 263, it must be called as the Intergovernmental Council. Yes, so Sarkaria Commission recommended to establishment of Interstate Council in its report, and the Commission recommended that the Council should be charged with the duties laid down in clauses B and C of Article 263. Yes. So, in pursuance of the above recommendations of the Sarkaria Commission, the government headed by VP Singh established Interstate Council in 1990. Yes, just remember the chronology. Sarkaria Commission submitted its report in 1988 and after that the central government headed by VP Singh established the Interstate Council in 1990. So the Interstate Council audited on 28 May 1990. It consists of Prime Minister as a chairman in the Interstate Council, Chief Ministers of all the states are the members, Chief Ministers of Union Territories having legislative assemblies are the members, administrators of Union Territories not having legislative assemblies. Yes, then governors of states under president's rule 6 central cabinet ministers, including the Home Minister, to be nominated by the Prime Minister, and then 5 ministers of cabinet rank, Minister of State of independent charge, nominated by the Chairman of the Council, that is Prime Minister, are permanent invitees to the Council. Yes, so in the Interstate Council the Interstate Council is composed of, under the leadership or chairmanship of Prime Minister of India, and in this council, Chief Minister of all states, Chief Ministers of UTs having legislative assemblies, administrators of union territories not having legislative assemblies, governors of states under president's rule, 6 central cabinet ministers are the member, right? And those 6 central cabinet ministers, including the Home Minister, to be nominated by the Prime Minister, and other 5 ministers of cabinet rank or Minister of State independent charge, nominated by the Chairman of the Council, that is Prime Minister. So these are the permanent invitees to the Council. Then the Council is a recommendatory body on issues relating to interstate, center-state, and center-union territories relations. So, which means interstate, center-state, and center-UT or center or union territories. Right now, it aims at promoting coordination between them by examining, discussing, and deliberating on such issues. If there is any issue or matter related with the dispute between two states, or between center or states, or between union, that is center, or between union territories, then this council will perform their duty of coordination and settling their issues. Yes. Now we'll see the duties in details of the Interstate Council, like investigating and discussing such subjects in which the states or the center have a common interest, making recommendations upon any such subject for the better coordination of policy and action on it, then deliberating upon such other matters of general interest to the states as may differ, or deliberating upon such matters of general interest of the states as may be referred to it by the chairman. And the council may meet at least thrice in a year, and its meetings are held in camera, and all questions are decided by consensus. Yes. So this council may meet at least 3 times in a year, and its meetings are held in camera, and all questions are decided by consensus. Yes. Now, next, there is also a standing committee of the council, and it was set up in 1996 for continuous consultation and processing of matters of the consideration of council. That is, it consists of the following members, that is the standing committee of the council, consisting of Union Home Minister as a chairman, 5 Union Cabinet Ministers as a member, and 9 Chief Ministers right? So the council is assisted by a secretariat called Interstate Council Secretariat. Yes, so this secretariat was set up in 1991 and is headed by a secretary to the government of India. So since 2011, it is also functioning as a secretariat of the zonal councils. Yes, yes, friends. So now we are studying establishment of interstate council, where Sarkaria Commission recommended for the establishment of permanent interstate council under Article 263 of the Constitution. Then in 1990, the Interstate Council was established, and which is consist of Prime Minister as a chairman and chief ministers of state and union territories. Those union territories having legislative assemblies are the members. Then administrators of the union territories, those having or those having legislative assemblies, and governors of states under precedent rules, and 6 central cabinet ministers are the member of the council. Yes, basically this council will work to harmonize or cooperation cooperation between states, between center and states, between center or union territories, right? And also this council may meet at a thrice in a year, 3 times in a year. Yes, and after that there is also a standing committee of the council, which consisting of union home minister as a chairman, 5 union cabinet ministers, and 9 chief ministers of the council are this is the composition of standing committee of the council. And this council assisted by a secretariat called Interstate Council Secretariat. So this secretariat was set up in 1991 and is headed by a secretary to the government of India. Yes. So after that, from 2011, it is also functioning as the secretariat of the zonal councils. In next lecture, we'll study about zonal councils. Yes, so it's all about its few provisions under the Article 263, and these are the few information of interstate relations. In the next lecture, we'll continue with the interstate relations, that is the further councils and functioning of these interstate relations. Yes. So friends, here is the announcement for upcoming Unacademy combat scheduled on 20th February in the morning 11 o'clock. So it's a 45 minutes combat where 60 questions and relative scoring system will be there. So it's chance to win amazing prizes. Before that, for enrolling for this combat, you can use code RBI Live, and the link of this combat mentioned in the description. Yes, so these are the amazing prizes you will get, like complimentary Unacademy Plus subscription and many more. So please enroll yourself for this Unacademy combat. Right. Now, You can join our Telegram group to get daily updates. And in the next lecture, we'll continue with the interstate relations. So, like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel and keep studying, keep learning. See you in the next lecture.